In one of the most popular canyons in Sedona, Arizona,
on one of the most crowded days we've ever experienced,
we found one of the coolest hikes
where there was hardly anyone there. You'll have to watch this to see.
Hey roamers, I'm Jamie.
I'm Linda.
And this is Roaming with Rosie.
And we're here in Sedona, Arizona. Today was one of the most crowded days we have ever seen in Sedona. But we were determined that this trail that we found on All Trails, they claimed that we would not find that many people on it, and yet it was still a worthwhile trail.
So as we were driving up to where the trailhead is, the parking for the trailhead, we noticed that on both sides of the road, now there's three roads that kind of go into one intersection. There was cars on all sides of the road, on all three roads. So we were like, well, that's not going to be very good. And this trail that we think that is supposed to be secret is not so secret.
We decided, since we made it all the way out here and we were ready to go on this hike, that we would go ahead and give it a try. So Butte Canyon is one of the most well-known canyons in the Sedona area. It's home to Enchantment Resort, very la-di-da.
A high-end resort.
And this is supposed to be where there's all the vortexes, and it's a very beautiful canyon. And that's why everybody was parked here. But this trail did not have hardly anyone on it. We started in the same place, but we're gonna tell you in this video where we went to avoid all the crowds and still see amazing views.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was just beautiful. A weekend getaway to Sedona, Arizona is one of the many great reasons to be based in the Grand Canyon State. Any opportunity to escape the heat from the lower Sonoran Desert, to surround ourselves with the magnificent crimson cliffs and cooler climate at this mile-high altitude is one we won't pass up. We aren't the only ones with this idea on this unusually cool May weekend. In fact, it's as crowded as we've ever seen it. Butte Canyon is one of the most scenic of the box canyons that make Arizona Red Rock country so famous. The Butte Canyon Trail is incredible and fairly easy. As you might suspect, that is both good and bad news for those who choose to come here. The bad news is you may have more company than you had hoped for, which is why we aren't hiking that trail today. Instead, we've decided to explore the Mezcal Trail, which starts at the same parking lot and trailhead. Online reviews promise a much more tranquil and open sky experience. It's not known to be quite as stunning as Butte, and it's a bit more challenging as well. 2 points that we hoped work in our favor. And we were right.
We think we have really found a trail in Sedona on one of the busiest days we've ever seen, and no one is here. So I don't know if you can see the way the trail sparkles. We are in Butte Canyon, land of enchantment, the resort, and the soil here literally glitters.
The Mezcal Trail is a bit more difficult than Butte Canyon Trail, which may be the reason it doesn't show up on everyone's radar. It's also a favorite for mountain bikers. However, we only encountered 3 during our 3-hour hike. We wind through the grove of oaks, piñons, and manzanitas. There's also alligator junipers, the largest juniper species in Arizona. They can grow up to 50 feet high and live for thousands of years. We continue along the red dirt trail reflecting the colors of the surrounding Coconino sandstone bluffs. We take note of the variety of plants that live in this fairly harsh environment. The classic red rock path is lined with blooming yellow flowers of prickly pear cactus, and some of the ocotillos still wearing their bright red flowering tips. As the path ascends, the silhouette of Mescal Mountain fills the horizon, and we get a glimpse of the 800-foot cliffs through the trees. About a mile into the trail reaches the base of Mezcal Butte. At this point it travels along beautiful open slip rock. This entire area is ripe with vortexes. If you're not familiar, a vortex is defined as a place where the earth is exceptionally alive and healthy, its natural beauty reflected in the elements of land, light, air, and water. Additionally, it's a place with increased energy that magnifies or amplifies whatever you bring into it. Whether or not you believe in this modern mysticism, we always feel a kind of magic here. The mountain biker's choice is next, difficult or extreme. The extreme option is narrower and a few feet down from the sandstone slope. With very few bikers out on this day, we never saw which route they chose. But we thought it was great fun to pose for our thumbnail shot here.
But we went ahead and followed All Trail's advice, and for once it was right. So we split off onto Deadmans Trail to Mescal Trail, and on one of the busiest Saturdays we've ever experienced in Sedona, we've encountered a handful of people. Hardly anyone. 2 bikers, that's it. So I definitely would recommend this trail as a way to avoid the traffic.
The Mezcal Trail intersects with many trails offering many extensions for your hike. It's really well marked for the most part, but best to download a map on your phone as well as GPS while you're on the trails. The Mezcal Trail ends when it intersects with Deadmans Pass Trail. By this time, we are now on the opposite side of Mescal Mountain. The sun was setting fast, so we decided to follow our same path back. An advantage to doing this is to see the trail from a different perspective, plus the sun was setting. The distant mountains and buttes were starting to glow in the signature colors of the Southwest. All in all, it's a perfect level hike for us seniors as well as Dexter. Linda's Samsung Health app logged us at just over 5 miles at this mile-high altitude. We'll provide all the trail info down below in the description, along with links on our website.
Coming to the end. We made it back before it got dark.
Please go ahead and click that subscribe button, ring that bell so you'll be notified each time you upload a new video, give us a thumbs up, and make sure to leave a comment so you can be part of the conversation. Until next time, see ya.